Hi, my name's Denise Cooper. I think most of you know me, and that's a really good thing. But I am so excited because I am ready to announce that I've changed the name of my company and I've changed the focus, and I'm so excited. I've been working on this for about 18 months now. Most of you know me as head of Coach HR, and the focus of the company was really around how to help people find jobs and get paid what they're worth. I still do that. I still work with executives to talk about talent management. I talk to them about implementation strategy, but it's really around talent. One of the things that I learned in running this business, which I think most of you know, I've been doing this about 10 years now. And prior to that, 20 years or 25 years ago, I worked as the head of HRs for various companies, some of the best and brightest household names and whatnot. But one of the things I started noticing is that the impact of this number that keeps floating around, that 70% of implementation strategies fail because we're not really good at implementing. And we're getting more and more talent, we're getting more and more technology, and as part of this change, what I started understanding is most people don't understand that processes and technology increase efficiency, but talent affects effectiveness. It increases effectiveness. And then how do you put together efficiency and effectiveness to grow your business? Well, most of my stuff has always been around the people, and I love, love, love helping others figure out, what is it that you're so good at? What makes you unique? What is it that you do that nobody else does? And then how do you get paid for doing what you love? Because we know that from lots of research, from social science research to human behavioral research, that people who are happy at work feel safe and solid. I mean, go back to Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When you feel good about being able to live and feel safe and secure, everything else seems to fall in place. But for so many people, that's not what's happening. And CEOs and executives are feeling the pinch of this uncertainty that people have. We have lots of talented people, but they don't know how to put that talent to good use. And that's what a culture is about. So I'm saying all of this to tell you that I've gone from Coach HR to Remarkable Leadership Lessons. And that's the new focus of the company. But it's really not about me. And it's not about what I can sell. It's about furthering the mission that I really have. And I know my purpose is to help to bring more humanity into the workplace, to make people feel vibrant, to help them understand how they matter and their contributions matter, and to help executives and shareholders and stakeholders reap the benefit of having a fully engaged, fully satisfied, not only group of talented people, but how our communities can be lifted up, how we can find a place where we all belong and that we all matter, and that our children can grow up to be strong and have a future that they believe in. That's what I'm about. And so I'm making this video primarily to announce the fact that I've gone from Coach HR to Remarkable Leadership Lessons, but also to ask you to join me in a conversation. A few years ago, people and they still do, they always asking me, why don't you write a book? You got to write a book, you got to write a book, because I got lots and lots of Deniseisms, right? Sometimes you got to upgrade your friends. Talent is about effectiveness. Processes and technology are about efficiency. You only create more value in the marketplace when you can bring the two of those things together. I mean, I got a lot of them, and I probably should write a book around all the Deniseisms, but I haven't done that yet. Because what I really want now is to talk to you, and you talk to me. And the way we do that in the 21st century is through social media. So I'm putting up this post, and I'm letting you know that starting December 12th, I'm going to have 12 days in which I'm going to either be talking to you through video, or I'm going to be propagating ideas, putting out ideas out there via post, and comments, etc. And I want you to talk back to me. And I'm going to be talking about things like, it's employee development is a $356 billion industry, and yet everybody seems to think it's failing. And the facts are, it really is failing. We're not creating more leaders. Employees and people who work are not getting smarter and faster and able to turn what they do really well into something that helps them get a salary that they can live on and grow their families and have fun with their kids and feel some sort of balance. And what does it mean for me in the future? And will I retire? None of those questions are really getting answered. And because they aren't getting answered, the workplace is not a good place for them. And my mission again is I want to bring humanity back to work. I want people to feel confident and capable and to give and to be received, and what they give is to be received well. That's what I want. And I think, and in the companies that I work with and the companies I intend to work with in the future are going to be companies who get that, who get and understand that there's a place for everyone and that we have to understand, not some supervisor. You as an individual have to understand what is it that you do really well and how it matters. And that companies have a responsibility to define what it is that matters to them. What is the skill they need at what stage of their business? Where's their strategy? Where are they going? How do they serve their customers? How do you implement a program or a process that improves that for your customers? And in turn, once you have good customers, then you get money and the circle just keeps going around and around and around. So I want to invite you to sign up for my Facebook page, Remarkable Leadership Lessons, or Coach D. Cooper, which is my personal fan page, and I want you to join the conversation with me. I may not have all the answers, but I got a lot of good questions, and I got a lot of good answers too that are going to help you in things like, it's time to have a conversation with your boss about what you do well, and what are you getting paid, and are you getting paid for the market value, and you're a leader, and you've got some employees who are gung-ho and do exactly what they need to do to make things work. And then you got some other employees you're not quite sure about. And how do you have a conversation with them? I'm wanting to talk about executive teams who need to figure out how to implement a new strategy and how to get everybody on board. Because one of the things that came out loud and clear in my interviews for the book that someday will come about is the days in which we had layers and layers of people are gone. Every CEO is faced with flat, lean, resource constraints companies, short-term profits that sometimes they have to suboptimize or not get the best decisions out because they've got to meet Wall Street's expectations. And employees who don't necessarily understand how they can contribute to making that happen. What has changed? And then there's this thing called social media. And should we pay attention? And how do we pay attention? What is it for me? And what is it for my team? And what is it for my family? And how does that contribute to my ability to bring my best to work every day? There's lots of other questions, and I know you've got them. So I want to start talking about them. I want to start posting about them. I want us to collectively figure it out. I'm not asking anything from you now. Obviously, I do run a business, and at some point I'm going to offer some kind of program. But right now, I just want to have a conversation with you. Right now, I just think we need to just get it out, because change only happens when we can talk about it. And when we talk about it and have a way in which we can look at it, then we can make some really good decisions about how we want to move forward. Human behavior hasn't changed. What has changed around us is the world that we're in. And the choices that used to work, the solutions that used to work, the things that mattered, are they changing? Yes. Do you know what to do with those changes? Sometimes yes and sometimes not. But you're not going to know. None of us are going to know unless we have the collective wisdom of everybody in the conversation. So join me Somewhere around here is how you sign up for the web page, and that's really all I care about. I'm not going to ask you for your name and your phone number and all those other things. I just want to hear your voice. I just want to engage you. And I hope you'll want to engage with me. So keep looking, because stuff is getting posted about how artificial intelligence is impacting the workplace, and jobs are going overseas, and why are they going overseas, and what about this brain drain and talent drain, and if I want to live in middle America, why can't I live in middle America? And if I've got skills that may be rusty, what can I do, and how do I make sure that my children are well prepared for the future? It can go in a lot of different ways, but let's start the conversation. You got any questions? Hit me up. Start the conversation today. You don't have to wait till December 12th. You can start it today. I hope to talk to you, and I hope to meet you someday, or at least talk to you. And if I don't, I want to wish you and your family a happy holiday season. And I hope the best for you, and that you only find grace and happiness. But until I talk to you again, bye-bye.